And as we get into this one, I will talk a lot with you in regards to just what you've seen today versus Fall League. You notice there is no jump ball. The GHSA this year have outlawed the jump ball.
I saw that.
I'm still waiting on some sound reasoning behind that.
A
Goes to
couple other interesting cheerleading rules as well.
And the visiting team is awarded the basketball. In this case, it is Greenforest, and the shot is no good. And this Norcross team, you got to look at them in that first game. And as this one gets underway, initial thoughts from what you saw.
Well, they're going to be a really good team by season start. They have some pieces. You know, I hadn't had a chance to really see them since the end of the season last year, and I had heard that. They've got several new players, several new pieces, and that they were kind of going to be all over the place. And they didn't play well the first weekend, I believe. But this is a pretty good unit, man. I'm really impressed. The addition of the kid London at guard really changes the dynamic for Jesse McMillan and his squad. He's got a lot to work with, a lot of pieces, a lot of options on offense.
Chase Cormier, a jumper for Greenforest after the Jerry Ding hoop. London Johnson, who Dickerson was just telling you about, is in possession between the rings. Got Jaden Harris, Samarion Bond, Cook Yak, and Jerry Ding. Ding jumper, no good. And Yak gets the rebound. Yak turned and stolen away by Cormier. Here comes Chase. Chase is running. Dumps it off. Filling the lane. Jalen Jackson missed the dunk.
Jalen, you got to finish those.
Bond out of control. Foul on Forrest. Jalen Jackson, yeah, we can mess with him a little bit. Going to North Carolina A&T, did not finish that dunk coming down the lane.
Going to need to finish that one at the next level. In fact, he needs to finish that one right here at Lake Point today.
Also, not sure, I try to hip you with some stuff. 21, Giao Atin Chol. Have you heard of him?
I have had some conversations about him. I have not heard of him. Did he? Was he on the squad last year? He's
for a brief time.
Okay. Yeah, it seems that he was. He looks like one of the kids that Jesse had. I like Ding. Ding seems like he's really coming along.
Ding had a very good first game. High volume shooter. Efficiency wise, a pretty good game compared to others. Jaden Harris on the drive, takes the contact, no. Rebound Jackson, and a foul call.
Jaden could have pulled up on that one. Young players, everything, you do not have to go all the way to the rack and challenge 2 or 3 bigs every time that you see an opening. Chase Cormier getting ready to get started here. Nice jump shot. Pretty release from the left-hander.
Chase is really feeling pretty good. Came over from St. Pius. Rebound, Ding. Ding in the Yak. Corner 3, good. Cook. Yak a 3. Yak going to DePaul. And has kind of been up and down here over the course of the Fall League, the 2020 Georgia Elite Fall League here. As Kyle Cook runs the offense. Here's Jalen Forrest. Forrest is fouled on the attack and will go to the free throw line. Jalen Forrest in the James Forrest family from Georgia Tech. Has his brother and cousin over at Appalachian State. Justin Forrest.
Justin Forrest, there you go. And of course, James was a great player there. Timeout breaking the action here.
Yeah, a 20-second timeout.
Pretty much that's the way the rest of the country is playing, and it's not out of hand or out of order for me, there's an adjustment for players, and particularly for players here in Georgia. Now, what is the ruling, Joel, on the what are we doing for the 30-second clock this year? Is it?
It's in same things in certain events that you can have the 30-second. Next year it'll go
full.
All region schedule at the option, and then third year all the way.
Okay.
Jalen Jackson on the reverse. No. Forrest, yes.
Jalen gets some really good looks at the basket. Really nice drives. We got to get him to finish. Certainly capable of doing that.
10-5 ball game inside, and the hoop by Samarion Bond, number 0 for Norcross, and it's 10-7.
Little slight foul there. London Johnson, not much to talk about.
Forrest on the inbound to Cook. Greenforest head coach is Ding Chol, no good, is Rory Griffin, who, of course, no head coach is allowed on the bench, but he is the head coach of that program, which is the state runner-up, losing to St. Francis last year in 1A private. Ding with the layup and scores. Ding now with 4 in the contest. And that cuts the lead now to should be 10-9.
Oh, there you go. Nice move.
Chol.
Number 0.
Yeah, Kai Cook with the hoop. Cook out of the guard spot. Johnson took contact and is fouled. So now London Johnson will be going to the free throw line. London, in their first game, a victory today, had 9 points, and he was 2 of 2 from the free throw line. Misses that one. Johnson coming over from Charlotte, getting acclimated.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a real difference maker for Jesse this year, giving them another really good option. Really can score the ball.
Norcross in the white. Justin Mitchell, a young guard now, has checked into the contest. And now Greenforest brings it into the forecourt with Cook to Jackson, who caught it on the elbow. Jackson, a bevy of dribble moves, now has to give it back to Cook. Coming up on 3 minutes to go. Cho catching, turning, and is fouled. So G.I. Ateem Cho, big 7-footer down there, will be going to the free throw line.
So when Cho puts it all together, he's going to be a really, really good player.
So Cho will get one more. In a 15-10 ball game. Nice size and still needing to develop. Free throw is good. So he sits up and makes them both. And they've got a 16-10 lead on Norcross. These two teams met last season at Holiday Hoopsgiving in an overtime ball game. And the interesting thing about it is Greenforest actually hit a 3 that would have won the game, and Rory Griffin called time. And, yeah, flag no good. Jakai Howard going, dunked it home.
And he wanted to let Charlie know about that.
That's a freshman. That was a freshman that just went in and boom that thing on a 7-footer. Oh, my. Cormier lost it, tipped out of bounds. Jakai Howard.
going to be. I noticed the first game, he's got that extra stuff. He is not a freshman in play. Not at all. Hadn't finished growing either.
No.
Look out, long, slim, got
listed at 6'5".
Yeah, and he got a few more inches in there with him.
Cormier going back to the free throw line. Chase Cormier in a 16-12 ball game after an emphatic dunk. Cormier missed both free throws, a rarity. Cho put it on the floor, jump stopping, and it's a traveling violation.
Yeah, a little trouble. Maybe James Harden could have gotten away with that. Hard to do it as a 7-footer.
Justin Mitchell, 3, no good. Rebound. Tenebe is into the contest, coming in off of the bench. Florian Tenebe, number 3 for the Greenforest Eagles. Kick it back out. Here's Mitchell. Mitchell in the corner to Flagg. Flagg was the only player that did not score for Norcross in the last game. And Cormier came in with a steal. Howard is chasing him. Cormier goes up and dunks it home.
Big dunk by Chase. Knowing full well what just happened that last play down there. He was capable of getting that shot blocked by Howard.
3 ball rattled in good by Sherrill. Sherrill showing the range. Whoa. 18-15 3-point ball game.
Yeah, Chase can really shoot that ball. That was not the shot. Fade away, going left, 30. Had plenty of time on the clock.
1:07 to go. We've had 1 shot clock violation today. Over the previous 3 weeks on court 1, Coach, we've only had 4 total shot clock violations. Your thoughts on that? I know you see it all the time, in Maryland and in the WCAC, but let's see, last 2 weeks, 16 games, and only had 3 shot clock violations.
I mean, that's great, and it just shows that the kids can actually play this. They're used to playing that well. Of course, in grassroots, they're not holding the ball much more than 30 seconds anyway. But no, it's you got to make some adjustments.
Cho missed the dunk. Rebound comes off now in the final 45 seconds. Here's Hezzy Flagg. Flagg gonna drive, layup, good, and 1 Hezzy Flagg. And he'll go to the free throw line to try and complete the 3-point play and try and tie the ball game.
Yeah, good shot there off that spin. No, and back to the 30-second piece, there's some adjustments, that you have to make. I absolutely love it because, now you don't have kids, pounding the ball, 1,200 times. It also, forces guys to, you got to get in the front court and get your offense started.
Flagg not able to complete the 3-point play. Tenebe comes away with it, and here comes Cook. Cook will come across. He gets the screen. It's not there. Open corner out of the 3. No good. Rebound by Flagg. They could hold for the final one if they want it. Up ahead to Howard. Howard has it to Sherrill. Sherrill spins it back. Span. Rotates to Mitchell. Mitchell baseline. Nice. Justin Mitchell. 19-18, a 1-point lead. Final 7 seconds. And here comes Chase Cormier. Gives it over now to Tenebe. Tenebe pulls a 3. Good. That's what he can do to beat the horn, Florian Tenebe. And it is a 21-19 Greenforest lead at the end of the first quarter on Norcross.
On Chase's performance from a backcourt scenario. Real competitive game, though, here. First quarter, 21-19. Started the second.
As now Norcross will have it with London Johnson. So Johnson gives it inside. Here's Jaden Harris. Down low inside to Sherrill and lost it out of bounds. Sherrill, Johnson, Dean, Harris, and Cook. Yak, the 5 on the floor for Norcross in the white. Greenforest in the green, and they've got Eric Smith and Florian Tenebe out there along with Chase Cormier, Kai Cook, and number 14, Ducati Dutt. who, as you can see, is long.
Oh yeah, and I'll tell you what. And I'll pop over and look at Norcross here. Norcross is deep. Norcross has, they got 10 kids that can contribute, and possibly even more.
They've been playing with a 5 in, 5 out overall rotation. We saw a little bit of change of that back in the first game.
That second unit is very good.
Yes, and there are some pieces there. That's why losing by 40 and 25 and 30, even in fall league, was kind of a bit of a concern for the program that Jesse McMillan has as a basketball program.
Well, you don't want to. I really don't like to put too much, into a fall league situation. It was their first game. Everybody's got a little different school situation. Although most of your programs are in school here, right?
And options.
Yeah.
It's option.
Yeah. So I wouldn't worry too much about it, especially with now that I've seen them, because I thought that they were going to be, stripped with graduation and just a different look for transfers.
Tenebay inside to Dutt. Dutt hesitated. No. A little nervous here in the first couple of minutes for Dutt on the floor. Ding shoots it across now over to Yak. Yak gives it over to Bond. Bond no good. Rebound is underneath. And Tenebay comes away with it for Greenforest. Greenforest holding a 2-point lead. Into the corner to Chase. Tenebay kept going, and it was blocked and a foul call. Now, are they going to give him an and one? Are they going to give it a goaltend? No. It'll be a foul on Bond. 2 shots.
Yeah, good pass. Sometimes your passes can put your players in trouble. You have to just pass on that pass.
Florent Tenebay, a junior, no good. Griffin had felt very high from him last season. A couple of big double-digit games in region play down the stretch off of the bench. Has looked solid off of the bench so far here through the first 2 weeks, but the 2 free throws are no good, and the board swallowed up by Ding over to London Johnson. And Johnson will push and gives it back to Harris, and it was tipped and will stay with Norcross.
Tenebay has a great stroke. Really nice jump shot. Ability to shoot that from deep.
There's Jaden Harris. Harris has came over from Stratford Academy and has shown trending up. But I think since June, playing with Team Honcho, stock has continued to rise. The jumper is a little bit more effective, and he is going to be he's a veteran member now of this Norcross Blue Devil team.
Yeah, we saw him a little bit last Sunday, and
yes.
I've known him and been involved with him since the 8th grade. I saw he's actually grown an inch and a half, which I mentioned before.
Yes.
And getting a lot better about his floor play and decision making, and as you mentioned, the jump shot. Still some work to be done on that, but he is really great size guard, point guard. Some real physicality.
London Johnson's
has a chance to make some stuff happen.
Yeah, London Johnson's 3-ball was no good. We're kind of hit a lull here as we've gone 2.5 minutes into this second quarter and nobody has scored. Cook comes across and picked up the dribble, now gives it to Dutt. Dutt holds and now spins it over to Cormier. Cormier gets a screen from Dutt. Cormier pulls a 3, deep, good chase. Cormier on distance 3, he's in double figures now with 10.
When Chase gets that thing going, man,
it's trouble.
Yes, he can be streaky sometimes, but he's a shooter.
And now Jaden Harris driving to the hoop and drew the foul. He will go to the free throw line.
Chase gets in what we like to call shooter's paradise, and you are in trouble.
Oh, wow. Free throw from Harris, no good. Harris will get one more. Good, he split them. 24-21. Corner, three, good. A three from Eric Smith. Out of the corner, three ball, makes it a 27-21 game. Harris goes baseline, took contact and was fouled. Dutt went in, and a good attack there of Jaden Harris on the taller Dutt, who we see has the height, not necessarily the weight.
Right. Well, again, as I mentioned before, a couple of these kids, you don't have to challenge. Particularly when you're playing the Greenforest, you don't have to challenge, that front line. Every time that you get in the lane, you can pull up. That's why you develop a runner game, left and right hand.
A little floater, yeah, float action. Free throws are split. Dutt skies and gets the board. 27-22, 4:45 to go here in this first half and second quarter. Inbound, looks, and a 5 count. Did not get it in. Athletes are athletes 24/7. Their drive to win doesn't stop when they stop sweating. They're always pushed to being their best, and sometimes they need different things off the court, which is why Gatorade created Boat 24, an advanced 24/7 hydration solution for the all-day athlete. Get yours by visiting your nearest major retailer or find the nearest location at drinkboat24.com. Coming up on 4.5 minutes, and now Norcross will go with a full line substitution here at 4:31. Mitchell, Howard, Ding, Richardson, and Sherrill all will come in now. Wholesale substitution.
And this group will be a very good starting five in a number of Georgia, Atlanta area high schools.
Inbound into the backcourt, Justin Mitchell picks it up. 5-point deficit now around the screen. Good show from Tenabe. Over now to Richardson. Richardson to the top to Jakai Howard. Howard to the foul line. Good shut off there defensively. Cook tried to come get the steal. Sherrill, jumper blocked by Tenabe. Tenabe having a very solid defensive possession. 3, Richardson, good.
Good shot. Richardson bailed them out of that. They came in a little cold here and trying to distribute this ball. And they easily beat the 30-second clock there, too.
Yeah, clock was only down to 9 on that shot. Here comes a screen from Dutt. It's not there, and Cook drives over to Smith. Smith pump fake, escape dribble, pulls a 3, left it short. Rebound is up and knocked away. Cook comes away with it at the guard.
Good hustle by Cook.
In the Dutt. Dutt jumper with the left and falling down. Dutt scores. Jakidi Dutt with the hoop. 29-25, a 4-point ball game in favor of Greenforest. Jerry Ding on the attack drive. No. Tipped away. Smith chases it down. And now we'll push it up ahead to Dutt. Dutt could not field it cleanly and lost it. Tip, and it comes out of bounds right near our broadcast position. Well, Richardson will be the trigger, and Chol will come in. Dutt out. Forrest is in. Smith is out. Jackson is in. Tenabe. So going back to that A1 group, Cormier back in as well, and they were mixed up, and a 3 good from Richardson. So Richardson off the bench and into the scorebook with back-to-back 3 balls has Norcross within 1 under 3 minutes.
Yeah, he looks like he's got that stroke going. Another lefty. Looks like they better start to defend him.
Cormier pulled it back. Now here's Chol to a cutting Cormier over to Forrest. A long 3, no good. Ding gets the board. Ding showing the versatility in the open floor, brings it up, now gives it to Mitchell. Mitchell shoots it down low to Howard, back to the basket on Cook, goes up, can't score. I like, though, how he recognized he had the mismatch immediately and went to work. Richardson, no. Cook, Howard on a putback, no. Ding recovers, jumper, good, Jerry Ding.
Good bailout. If Howard had finished that dunk, I think the gym might have exploded.
I am with you. He already has one highlight reel dunk. And I mean, it was on Chol, too, a 7-footer. Here's Forrest to Jackson at the top. The North Carolina Aggie commit holds it between the rings. Over to Cormier. Cormier, a noted shooter to Chol. Back to the basket. Turns on Ding. No. Mitchell rebounds out of the guard spot. Now pushes it quickly. Mitchell now in transition. Mitchell all the way. No follow. Howard.
Howard has springs. Howard has springs.
Howard, yes, a long freshman. He has springs, and then he's naturally long. Long three, Cormier, no. Richardson's pass deflected by Cook. It's tipped up ahead. Howard has it. Howard goes inside the Ding layup. Good, Jerry Ding. Ding with 8. Howard with the assist. Man, Jakai Howard. Ooh. That will be a problem.
Yeah, folks, stay tuned. He is just getting started here.
Howard up ahead to Ding. Ding has it. Mitchell cutting. Gives it off. Sherrill, short corner jumper. Did not go. Mitchell tipped it, but Jackson gets the board. Norcross has gone out in front +5, 34-29 in the final minute of the half, and Forrest is fouled. It's on the floor. And it'll only be the 5th foul on Norcross, so it will be baseline out of bounds. Forrest will be the trigger. 7-second difference between game and shot. Cormier catches on the inbound, and now here's Cormier on the attack. Cormier and a whistle and a turnover. Offensive foul and a turnover. There will be a difference of 0.8 between the game and the shot. 30.8 on the clock and 30 on the shot. Moving clock into the front court. They technically can hold for the final shot. Norcross closing the quarter strong, or trying to. Jerry Ding forced, no good. Jackson with the board. Jackson now in transition. Jackson alley. Oh, no, oop the show.
Good try.
Steal by Cook on the pass with 8 seconds. Bounces up ahead, stolen by Richardson to Ding. Ding flies in, leaves it for Howard, who up and under and scores. Jakai Howard.
Nice switch of hands. I love Jakai
36-29,
Howard.
halftime. Norcross with the lead.
Wow, provided quite a spark there.
Joel Hilsman and Dave Dickerson back here with you on our SUV TV courtside seats. We get ready for the second half between Greenforest and Norcross. Greenforest in possession. They're trailing by 7, 36-29. And taking a look at some quick numbers, Jerry Ding had 8, Richardson with 6, Jakai Howard with 6. Chol scores there for Greenforest. He now has 4. Chase Cormier 11 for Greenforest there in that first half. 3 ball. Foster, no. Jackson tipped it. Chol comes away with it. Here's Cook. Now will come into the forecourt with Johnson on him. He drops it off to Forrest. Cook, Yak with the block foul, and they will say on the shot. Yak, Ding, Johnson, Harris, and Foster, the 5 that started for Norcross in the white. Cormier, Cook, Forrest, Chol, and Jackson, the 5 on the floor for Greenforest in the green. The 2020 Georgia Elite Fall League. Glad that you're with us. The SUVTV.com. Jalen Forrest at the line. He's 2 of 2 on the day, and the first one is good. 36-32. 4-point ball game. And 5th point of the game for Jalen Forrest. Second one is good. Harris, foul below the foul line, was hit on the shot and will go to the free throw line.
Good matchup between Jaden and Chase Cormier.
Yes. Two players that, of course, Cormier gets the advantage shooting, and he's a little bit more athletic than some would think. We saw that on the fast break dunk earlier in the first half. Harris, free throw good.
Chase played with that Game Elite Big Five.
Yes.
Squad this year in the backcourt with Scoot Anderson
who we will see later on. Scoot Henderson with 2 afternoon games here on Court 1.
Yeah, I saw them on the schedule.
Jackson.
High School.
Yep. Jackson jumper is no good. And we've had them a couple of times over the last couple of weeks, especially in some very good games. Floater on the baseline from London Johnson is good. Johnson his first field goal. And it's a 7-point lead right now. And Norcross, you kind of can feel now, may try and open this thing up a little bit.
Yeah, they as I was saying before, this unit, this is a really good unit, man, and the 5 and 6 guys that they have coming behind them. I mean, this is really, really early to say this, but this is a potential state group. They can finish the season.
Chol is there.
As champions.
Well, you've gotten a preview of it. You saw Grayson, you saw Milton, and those are in that classification. Norcross in the 7A classification. The 3 is good from London Johnson, and a timeout after the make, and all of a sudden the lead now 10 at 45-35, 5:51 to go in this third, and Norcross now today than they have in the previous 2 weeks. And actually, they look a little bit more cohesive this week. So it's coming together, which is advantageous for them. Basically a new team from versus last year. Only, Jaden Harris is returning that had valuable and meaningful minutes. So you can see the cohesion coming together now for this Norcross bunch. And if they walk out of here with a victory and come out 2-0 on the day, you would have to say it's a very, very good week and the way to end it on the weekend. And they forced that turnover. 5.5 to go. Johnson all the way. Johnson layup good. London Johnson.
Big shot. That double pump difference on that finish.
Chol. Good. Now, that's where he'll have to work on the game. That's got to go be straight up and be a dunk. The power dribble move showed the reverse. It's a 10-point ball game. London Johnson picked up an offer from Georgetown this week. And Dickerson?
Yeah, they like him a lot. Recruiting coordinator Abdul. Part of the Goings basketball family. That's basketball and football family has been around in D.C. for years. Valuable member of the Georgetown staff.
Here is Cook. And Cook comes across the timeline. Norcross again going to go with the 5-in, 5-out rotation. 47-37 into Chol. Chol, one dribble, too many. Goes, turns up. No, the length is there. And you can see with a little bit more development, Chol is going to come along. Just a class of 2023.
Sure. He's got just to get a little better feel for the game. Like he turned left where he should have turned right. And had a little more direct shot at the basket.
Flag, Howard, Mitchell, Richardson. Yeah, by Cook. Cook with the steal. Cook jumping up, and he's fouled.
I think Cook got away with on the finish there with an extra step.
I agree. Pope is also into the game for Norcross. Corey Pope. Pope has good size. He's a senior. The thing about it, Yak, Span, Pope, and Harris are the seniors, although Yak has reclassed now and will be 2022.
Okay.
Free throw coming up for Kai Cook. who's burning his time. He got something in his eye. Free throw on the way from Cook, the lefty, no good. Cook not known to carry them offensively, scoring-wise. More of the floor general type, but now 0 of 1 from the free throw line, has 2 points on the day. Brings that lead now down to 9 after the made free throw. 4:20 in a moving clock. Flag, had it. Cook coming in, tried to get the steal. Justin Forrest back into the contest, traveling violation. I want to see Justin Forrest come to life. He has had a very quiet 2020 Georgia Elite Fall League here on court 1. Cook picked up the dribble, now spins it to Cormier. Had Mitchell turned around, pulled the 3, and bottomed it out. Cormier with 14 now.
Good move for Cormier. He nice read. Got his defender going in one direction. Pulled up for the jump shot.
3 ball on the way, good out of the corner. Richards has shown the range off of the bench. 9 points, all of them from beyond the arc on 3 threes.
Look really good shooting those.
Cormier got the screen, flag still sticking and staying with him defensively. Chol did not roll. Turnover taken away. Mitchell on the break, blew the layup. Rebound to Chol.
Mitchell got away with a walk there.
And he thought about it. He knew he did. Tenebe is foul coming back this way. It'll be side out of bounds.
Yeah, little things killing both guys right now and keeping Norcross from blowing this thing open.
9-point bargain. Yeah, turnovers have been a factor here for both teams. But as you mentioned, namely Norcross, it's only a 9-point lead. Forrest picked up the dribble early. Here's Cook. He plays pitch and catch with Forrest. They're trying to go to Chol down in the post. I agree with it. Now they get it in from a poor angle. Catches, foul. This is where Chol's got that arm. He can extend that and give Forrest a target. They were looking maybe for the bounce. So he may be more comfortable with it on the bounce. We talked about him being raw. He's going to have to learn to put that mid up there.
And also, one of his issues is with him being long is that he's not able yet to hold positions on the floor. You can push him off of his spots easily.
Cormier, an air ball, comes off where it caromed off the iron. Richardson in transition in the middle of the floor. Richardson will retreat it with 2:40 and a moving clock in this third quarter and a 9-point Norcross lead. They're in possession. Flag down low. Chol blocked it to the wedgie. It's a jump ball and a possession to Norcross. Chol, I've never seen a block go directly to a wedgie.
That was great recovery by Chol because he had got beat. He came over and got a nice little block there. Saved the basket.
5 in, 5 out as Coach Pack across the way for Norcross continues with the wholesale substitution. Johnson now has it. And Cook up ahead to Forrest. Forrest goes, layup good. Bond was giving chase, but he eventually wisely let him go. 7-point contest. Here's Spann into the contest. Oh, Lennox just in now for the first time. Lennox hands it off now to Ding. Ding, left wing, 3, good. Jerry Ding, a 3 ball.
Well, I'll take that. That was one I was like, no.
Yes. 10-point game. Oh, Cook made Johnson fall. Cook kicks it over. Forrest, a 3, good. Jalen Forrest, back-to-back field goals.
Forrest is very deceptive because it doesn't look like he's playing hard and he's kind of there, but he's been really effective.
And is starting warm to the task now with double figures at 10. Ding, foul by Chol. So Ding will go to the free throw line. Jerry Ding. Ding now in double figures. He has 11.
Seeing some stuff from Ding.
What's most impressive so far standing out to you from Ding?
Well, he's Muscat's really got offensive skills. Now he's got to work on that the God-given body he's got, and he's a problem. Then he's a real problem at the next level.
And got him listed at 6'8". I think that's a touch too high. Looks more of a 6'6".
No, I think he's
6'8".
I think he's 6'8". Long neck, and I'm gonna make an assumption. I probably shouldn't. I want to say Sudan. Sudan.
I'm not sure. That's what I thought initially, but I don't know the origin.
Well, what was the kid that Jesse had? The big kid that was a senior. I believe he was Sudanese as well. This past season.
Span no good. Yeah, I got it in my bag.
Yeah.
Dutt goes up. Oh, what was his name? Yes.
He was really good.
Here's Johnson. Oh, who are you talking about? Yeah.
So I assumed that both of them were Sudanese.
Johnson 3, good. London Johnson, his second 3-ball. Johnson with 11 in the game, 10 here in this third quarter for the Norcross Blue Devils. 56-46. Greenforest, a 1A private school in Georgia, located in Decatur, Georgia, DeKalb County. Norcross, a 7A public school out of Gwinnett County. Traveling violation, turnover by Greenforest. Eric Smith in, Cormier out, the final 21.5 seconds here in this third quarter. It's a 10-point Norcross lead. It feels larger.
Yeah, they haven't really been able to capitalize. I think they could have been. It would be a different game without as many turnovers. Look at Dang.
Jerry, Ding, and Wong.
Dang playing isolation ball here, looking very good. Read that defense, found himself on the way to the basket, finished it high off the glass.
And we'll go to the free throw line to try and complete the three-point play as Jerry Dingen does. So Ding putting together a pretty solid ball game.
Good steal here.
He has 14 in the game, and we are at the end of the third quarter. Norcross a 13-point lead, 59-46. Fourth quarter coming up in just a moment. Joe Hilsman and Dave Dickerson back here with you in our SUV TV courtside seats as we begin the fourth and final quarter. Greenforest has it taken away. Cormier is stolen by Bond. Ding, open, set fire, 3. It is no good. Rebound ripped down by Forrest. Up ahead to Tenebay. Tenebay goes in, layup good. Florian Tenebay.
Yeah. He disappeared there in the third quarter, so they could use his help here.
Here's Ding. Ding with 14 in the contest. A big third quarter from Ding. He had 6 in that quarter, 10 in the quarter from London Johnson.
Wow.
Tenebay and 1.
Look at Tenebay. Stole the ball, came the length of the floor, and finished that with a nice spinning left-hand shot. Big move.
Now Norcross will go with the heavy all-set substitutions again.
Yeah, coming back with the heavy artillery.
Man, as much as I saw, had you not asked me about that Norcross, I would have been pulled up.
It was pretty close to, seems to me it was pretty close to Dang or something, but we'll get it after this one.
Tenebay completes the three-point play. It's 59-51, and a foul call down on this end.
Yeah, Jaden Harris tried to bull his way to the basket, and again, that's what we were talking about. You know, the pull-up game, the retreat game. can't always run through three quality bigs.
Jaden Harris at the line completes the first free throw. He has one more coming. Jaden Harris quietly, surprisingly, only has 7 points in the game. Make it 8. He's been at the line a lot today.
And he's not a volume shooter at all. He's going to get his, baskets maybe off the flow of the game.
6 of 8 from the free throw line in the contest is Jaden Harris. Here's Eric Smith in the backcourt. Foul call, and it's offensive on Eric Smith as he came around the screen.
Still a 10-point difference, 6:47 to go here in the fourth. Good game.
Jumper, Yak, no. Rebound comes off to Forrest. And they will push it in transition. And a foul call from behind. Fouls now beginning to be more consistent. Here's Cormier. Cormier will come now and bring it into the forecourt. Cormier on the drive, left it off in the Dutt. Dutt recovers. It's on the floor, and Cormier has it. Back outside. Tenebe, top side. Hill of the rim, no. Tenebe got his own blast. Board. Out to Forrest. 3. Good. Second chance opportunity, and Forrest hits the 3, his second of the game.
Forrest has been really effective. Been in the right spot at the right time.
Reverse and a foul as Cook Yak was being aggressive, trying to get to the hoop.
Yeah, as Greenforest moves into the season and they get more familiar with each other, Chase will have to, Cormier in particular, has thrown some great passes, but some of the bigs are not necessarily been ready for them. And so that's something he'll have to do a better job with assessing, which of those guys can catch that ball.
Yak quiet, only has 3 points in the contest. JT Thor.
There you go. Thor.
Free throw. Good. I was not going to rest until I pulled it out. Because I knew it.
Great player for Norcross last year. Big, long, Sudanese kid. Really can shoot that ball.
Jackson drives, took contact, no. Jalen Jackson came over from Douglas County to Greenforest. Struggling a bit today. Lead, though, only 8. 62-54, 5.5, and a moving clock here in this fourth and final frame.
That pace, Collins Hill game is over. I see that the people are coming from the other side. It'd be interesting to see who won that. I see Sharm and Ty.
It'd be interesting to see how Vino Glover did for Collins Hill, Jabri Mills, and Ethan Davis. That's pretty much they're going to be their major factors there in 7A for Joe Dix in now his third year at Collins Hill. And pace, of course, we saw them here. Josh Reed's people coming through.
Thank you.
Cormier, over and back. Here's London Johnson in an 11-point game. 65-654, and a 3 is good. And now Norcross beginning to slowly pour it on.
Yeah, this is we moved into
Yak dropped in the 3-ball. Yak now with 7 points in the contest and a whistle to be side out of bounds.
Move down to separation time. So Greenforest, it's not over for Greenforest.
But we've seen this from them in the fall league. Hang tough for a quarter, even lead at the half. But then that third quarter, and what I think they're missing outside of Chase is the automatic bucket getter. I think that's what they're missing right now and still trying to overall jail. Chase can carry the load. Chol is coming along, and I think they thought Jackson would be able to bring that, and he may be able to, but right now in the last couple of games has kind of been held in check.
Yeah, they're going to need, specifically for them, they're going to need some more guard help.
Jalen Jackson last week in a loss to Sandy Creek, only 2 points, and he's going to have to give them more than that.
Yeah, and they could develop a little more toughness and resiliency.
And Rory Griffin will get it out of them, as the season goes, and they've got a very daunting schedule in front of them. So getting the work in, taking the lump, and gelling now is vital. Foul call, and it is an offensive foul and a turnover.
It really is, a preseason situation where you can see, which guys can help the most, which guys who are going to need some development scenario.
Lennox Spann is back in, and they chase, and let's see, it goes out of bounds.
Yeah, bad inbounds pass there. Somebody's got to come back and help.
.357 as they get the wet spot up across the way. Inbound now, and Ding shovels it across the span. The Yak a 3, no. Rebound, offensive lead to Johnson. To Ding. Ding gonna attack baseline on Chol. Pass in the corner. Span a 3, no. Board comes off for Greenforest. Keon Hampton into the contest now, getting some burn. Jackson catches, turns, no. Jackson struggling, got the board, lost it, and we'll go to the strike.
Nice rebound there by Keon. He gets his own shot back.
Yeah, last week I had Greenforest just one time. 2 points from Jalen Jackson. He has yet to score today and misses the free throw. Gonna check back to week 1 and see what I've got on Jackson. Oh, that was from week 1. Okay.
He goes 0 for 2 there.
Yeah, missed them both. Oh, here we go. In week 2 action. Jalen Jackson finished with 7. So in the 2 games I've seen him averaging 4.5 points here in Court 1 action. This is his 3rd Court 1 game. And
good jump.
Howard inside, Jakai Howard. Jakai now with 8 points. He's had a very, very overall good ball game, Dave.
Good pass and roll situation there too. Yeah, he's been sitting down there for a little while. So.
He has, yeah. Cormier hits a 3. Chase showing you the range now. 7-58 steal. Jackson, no. Jackson follow, yes. That's his first field goal.
He stayed with it. A couple times he's actually gotten his own. The second time he's gotten his own rebound.
Steal. Here's Jackson. Jackson goes up and he is fouled. You can see the athletic ability from Jalen Jackson.
Well, now they're notice that Greenforest is playing full 90 defense, causing some turnovers, and it looks like coach is going to reinforcements. He's going to bring in his next 5. Maybe the second 5 here. Legs a little dead here.
Jackson, no good. Yeah, this will be Johnson and Ding and Yak and Span and Harris. 5 for 5 for Norcross, which may be the closing unit here. Jackson, good, splits them. And a timeout call. Norcross is out of timeouts. This one is Greenforest. They have 1 remaining. They trail by 9. 2:29 to go. Or at Auburn. I've got that information sent in. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I know it's one of the SEC scenarios recruiting of heavy, including Georgia.
Bruce Pearl has done yeoman's effort on the recruiting trail.
Possibly C.J. Scormier there as well.
Sharif Cooper will be there. And you saw what he did with Isaac Okoro last year.
Joyful Hawkins, and of course that's breaking news that you broke last night.
Yeah, Joyful is. I was going to touch on that in the KO game. Dunk put in by Jalen Jackson. Steal and now foul in the backcourt. They are now hanging tough. You look up, it's a 7-point ball game. Game all of a sudden not out of reach for Greenforest with a little scrap. They now have put Norcross in the bonus, so it will be free throws the rest of the way. Norcross was in the bonus with 8. It'll be the 1-and-1 coming up now for London Johnson. And Jalen Forrest will come in, and Keon Hampton will go out. So Johnson. Key free throws coming here, Dave. Don't want to give Greenforest, you don't want to open the door when you've kind of been in control of the basketball game, and he misses the front end of the 1-and-1, and Jackson got the rebound. And Forrest lays it in, and all of a sudden I got to sit up.
Yeah, that's just a 5-point game. They're passing now. They passed their way out of the press that Greenforest has put on.
Here's Harris. Harris on the attack and fouled, and he will go to the free throw line.
Bailed out by that foul. They're not necessarily taking good care of the ball here in the front court.
No, and it'll be just a 1-and-1 for Greenforest. So, for Jaden Harris.
Right.
Grayson and Sandy Creek coming up next, which we'll see if Mr. Jabari Smith makes his appearance. Free throw good from Jaden Harris.
Yeah, we didn't see him earlier, right? We didn't see him earlier.
Sandy Creek, no, this will be their first game. They were over on court too.
Yeah, I did. I was over there. I didn't know if I saw him.
Free throw, no good. They wipe it off as a lane violation on Lennox Span. Cook will bring it into the front court.
Oh, good steal.
Yes, it is.
Good steal. London, game breaker there. Absolutely game breaker. That probably is the difference. That seals this game for them.
Johnson with that steal and lay, yes.
Big play for London. Huge steal. Layup finish.
So Jackson, who has spent a good amount of time here in the second half at the line. Hits the first one and has another coming.
Jackson woke up here late in the fourth quarter. It's really contributed heavily to this comeback by Greenforest.
Top that! Let's go!
Steal and Span, a hard foul on Kai Cook. Both free throws are good, and now it's 73-67.
Seeing some fight in Greenforest. It didn't look like they had that in the first half there. Cook been super active.
Free throw short from Cook, no good. Jackson has been active as well, and it was his aggression earlier around the 5-6 minute mark that kind of closed the gap on this thing just a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely. It looked like we were pushing past the double-digit lead at that point, and Jackson woke up.
No hands, no hands.
Cook split the free throws.
Good pass.
Up ahead,
Way to pass that thing out of there. Bingo.
Yak foul going to the hoop.
Yak needed to finish that one. 38 seconds left here. 73-68, and Norcross kind of hanging on. Greenforest being very aggressive, going after everything.
Good job.
Yak hits that front end.
We'll get one more. It is double bonus time. Missed the second one. They fight for it. It's out of bounds.
Okay, so it's going to be Greenforest's ball. Good pass out by Cook. Jackson. Oh.
And he was fouled, or a foul was called.
Yeah, he got bailed out. He had a nice finish with his left hand. He brought it back to his right hand, which is where his defender was at. Weren't we just talking about that?
Yes, we were.
The other day.
You were absolutely right.
In a training scenario, we're talking really about putting that ball on the side where the defender
can't get it.
Block that thing. You got to keep your body between yourself and the basket.
Jackson splits the free throws. 74-69, and the clock continues to move, and a foul called on Jackson.
Yeah, Jackson clobbers London Johnson down there. Sends him the foul line. Again, Norcross in the 1-and-1.
Free throw, Johnson, good. Johnson, good. So London Johnson steps up, makes two big free throws, and it pushes it out to 7. A good fight from Greenforest down the stretch. Harris with the board, and they can just dribble out the clock, as Greenforest will not give that last foul, and that will be the ball game. So Norcross bouncing back, gets 2 victories today, and a 76-69 victory for Norcross. London Johnson, 15 points in the contest, and Jaden Harris had 9 to go with